A true trailblazer, Kamala Harris is the first woman, the first black woman, and the first Asian American to hold the office of Vice President of the United States. Even before her rise to prominence on the national stage, Kamala Harris had an outstanding record of public service. Kamala Harris, who was born on October 20, 1964, in Oakland, California, was raised by parents who placed a premium on both academic achievement and community service. Her mother worked in the field of cancer research, and her father taught economics at the university level. Harris studied political science and economics at Howard University in Washington, D.C., historically black university. She went on to study law at UC Hastings after completing her undergraduate degree. Kamala Harris started her career as a prosecutor after graduating from law school. After starting her career as a prosecutor in Alameda County, she moved to San Francisco, where she stayed for 8 years. She won the election for San Francisco District Attorney in 2003, making history as the city's first female, black, and South Asian American person to hold that position. During her time as District Attorney, Kamala Harris made waves with her innovative approach to criminal prosecution. She established a unit to investigate and prosecute hate crimes, a program to help students who are chronically absent from school, and a re-entry program for formerly incarcerated individuals. She also spoke out forcefully on behalf of survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence. Kamala Harris successfully ran for California Attorney General in 2010. She made history as the first woman and the first black woman to serve in that capacity. She maintained her support for progressive policies as Attorney General, including those that would improve the criminal justice system, safeguard the environment, and safeguard the rights of consumers. Only 2 other African American women have ever served in the United States Senate, but in 2016, Kamala Harris became the second. She was an outspoken supporter of civil rights, voting rights, and women's rights during her time in the Senate. She was active on the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, the Judiciary Committee, and the Budget Committee. When Kamala Harris became the first black woman to be elected as Vice President of the United States in 2020, she made history. She ran for president with Joe Biden, and the two of them ended up beating out Trump and Pence. Kamala Harris made history when she was elected as the country's first female, black, and Asian American vice president. Kamala Harris, even in her role as vice president, has not stopped speaking out in favor of progressive reforms. She has been a driving force behind the administration's initiatives to combat climate change, safeguard voters' rights, and assist middle-class families. She has also been outspoken in her opposition to bigotry and discrimination, particularly toward women and minorities. Kamala Harris is a wife and mother in addition to being a politician. She has been with her husband, Doug Emhoff, since 2014. It turns out that Emhoff, a lawyer, has 2 kids from a previous marriage, and that Harris has adopted them as her own. Kamala Harris has also discussed the significance of family and community in her life, citing her mother as an inspiration despite her passing in 2009. When it comes to overcoming adversity and achieving one's goals, few people are as motivational as Kamala Harris. She has become an inspiration to millions of people around the world thanks to her public service career, which has been marked by a dedication to justice, equality, and progress. As vice president, she remains a forceful advocate for change and a shining example of what can be accomplished through dedication, perseverance, and faith in one's own abilities.